Once again, I welcome you all on the behalf of my team, Bridging Futures. The Bridging Futures was of all the academicians, a team of academicians and scientists, and what we here believe to innovate, educate, and empower. So we are working with the mission of empowering educators, enabling youth, building the nation through transformative education aligned with NEP 2020 and United Nations SDG goals, right? So now in this series, we are today here gathered for the workshop of on Python and machine learning. So it's a 2-day workshop, and we have Dr. Aman Sharma as a speaker. So Dr. Raman Sharma, can you please start or put on your camera?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
So Dr. Aman Sharma is a eminent speaker and a PhD in computer science and engineering. So I'll like to introduce you to him. So he is a distinguished academic and researcher and an innovator in field of computer science and engineering, currently serving as assistant professor senior grade in JP University, Solon. So Dr. Sharma has over a decade of experience in academia, research and innovation. His areas of expertise include data science, machine learning, bioinformatics and modeling and simulation. And he's known for his interdisciplinary approach. He has worked towards a substantial contribution towards advancing technology, solving real world problems through research and innovation. So, welcome Dr. Aman Sharma, and thank you for agreeing for this workshop and giving your time. So, over to you.
Thanks, Professor Rajni and Dr. Rashi, for the wonderful introduction and inviting me for this session as a speaker. So, good afternoon, everyone. So, welcome to this session. So, I'm really happy to see you all here. So, you all are very ready to learn something new. So, I'm Dr. Raman Sharma. So, I will guide you through these 2 days. So, you will learn about like the basics of the Python and I will be giving you hands-on experience that how you can use Python and machine learning. So don't worry even if you don't know any coding. So the first day will be like basic Python. So plus you will be after the session you will be able to code your first program in Python. And day 2 will be like simple machine learning model. So we will be giving you instructions that how to build basic machine learning model. And above that, you can develop something on your own. So stay focused. You are like free to ask any questions. So let's start with the session. Is my screen visible? Everybody?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So it is the first day of the workshop. So we will be starting with very basic introduction to Python programming. So can anybody tell me that in which year the Python was invented? So you can write your answers in chat box. Hello, anybody knows?
Yeah, there's an answer 1990.
So Python was invented in late 1980s, okay, by Guido. So it is apart from the traditional languages like C, C++, and other languages of that time. So this language actually gives the flexibility. So how it gives the flexibility? Like earlier we used to write the data type. So we will learn what is data type along with the variable names and the other syntax and semantics of the language. But this particular language, that Python is a loosely typed language. It means you need not to mention the type of variable that we are using. So that in that way it gives the flexibility to the user. So that is why it became famous, and various like developers adopted that language easily. And now the backbone of the machine learning is Python programming. Okay. So before I switch to the basic concepts of Python, I want everybody to like go to this Colab, Google Colab. So you can just write Google Collaboratory, Google Collaboratory on Google. So you will get this website. So here you can simply click on, like you can log in through your, I have already logged in through my mail ID. You can log in through this and create a new notebook. So this Google Collaboratory is a platform, online platform provided by the Google to execute the Python code. Okay, so you can easily write the Python scripts over here. So here we have, like we can rename the script, like first dot ipynb is extension. So this means this is a Python notebook. Okay. Otherwise, if it is not an online notebook, so this is like extension ipynb. Okay. So you can just click on file, upload the notebook. You can browse, and like I have placed this in a folder. So this is the file that I have already shared in the WhatsApp group. So you can download this particular file, okay, and you can start uploading this file. So this is how you will be getting this collab file uploaded on the Google Collaborate.
Sir, can you just show it again once more?
Yeah, you can go to file, upload notebook. You can go to browse, and the file that I've already shared. I've shared this file in WhatsApp group. Yeah, this WhatsApp group. I've shared this file, Python workshop underscore day one dot ipynb. You can just download this file and place it as in a folder so that you can have all the files after the 2 day session in a one folder. Is it clear to everybody? Can I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's start with now. So we have like started with the Google Collaboratory. We have created a new notebook. Now we will be running the first code. Okay. So there here on the Google Collaboratory, you can see these like options. So we have an option to code, to write a code, and we have an option to write the text also. Okay. So if you click on the code, so you will be getting this cell. Okay. So you can just write the first program as print and bracket on the screen. So just execute this first code. All of you, are you able to do this?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to execute the first code? So this print is a function, and in this print function, we are passing a string. I will tell you what is function, what is string, but just write these statements and you will be getting this output. So as of now, the task is just to write these instructions and get the output as hello world. You can write anything over here also. Okay. So the first task we have completed, like we have started the Google Collaboratory, we have written the first program, Python program, and we got the output. Everyone is with me?
Yes.
So now moving ahead. So in this workshop, we will be covering the basic data types and the variables that are used in Python. We will be covering like conditional statements. So we will be covering loops, basic data structures, and then at the end, you will be creating a mini project. Okay. So now first thing is what is variable and what is data type. So variable is a labeled box for storing a value. So Python has 5 built-in types. So you can treat variable as a space where you can store something. Okay. So based on what you are storing inside a variable, so a variable can have a different size. Okay. So for example, we have a int data type, we have a float data type, we have a str data type, bool. So like if I want to have a simple whole number, okay, I can store it as age is equal to 16 or any other whole number I can store in a variable. So I can have a name of a variable with anything. Okay, there are certain restrictions on the variable name, but as far as there is a string with underscore or any number, so that particular name is permissible. Okay, then if we want to store some decimal values, so we can have a float data type. So along the name, we earlier we need to mention or along the variable we need to mention the data type. But with Python, you need not to mention the data type. You can simply write the variable name equal to whatever the value you want to store in that particular variable. Okay. If you want to store string, so a variable can have any name. So like here we have mentioned name is equal to string means like we can write some characters. Okay. So here in Python, if we want to write characters, continuous characters, so we have to mention double quotes. Okay, for string. If we are not mentioning double quotes, then we can have simple number, a whole number, decimal number, anything like that. If anything is in string, like if anything is in double quotes, even if you are writing double quotes, so it will be treated as string only. It will not treat it, Python will not treat it as a number. Okay, it will simply treat it as a string. So let's see with example that how to use variables. This I have already shared with you. This so you can simply execute this cell. So the first is name. So first variable is name, and I have written Arjun as a name as a data. Here we have mentioned the variable name as name. Okay, and we have placed the variable value as Arjun. So this is a string variable. Okay. The other variable name is age. So we have given or placed the value as. So this equal to help us to assign value to the variable. So we have not mentioned any data type along with the variable. Whatever the variable we have mentioned over here, it will take the data type based on the kind of value we are placing in it. If we are placing string value in it, it will take it will be treated as a string variable. If we place a whole number in it, it will be treated as an int data type variable. If we place decimal value, so it will be treated as float. If we place a boolean value means true, false. Okay, so they are like binary values. So this variable will be treated as boolean variable. If we are putting if we are not putting any value, so it will be as none type. So this middle underscore name has no type as of now. Okay, so now we can execute this. Yeah, maybe you have any doubt. So after you have executed
You
this,
can
yeah,
also copy down the code in the chat so that they can just copy in the Colab and execute. Uh, if this
ma'am,
were,
uh,
let's,
I've shared this file already.
uh, but still if somebody has issues,
Yeah, ma'am. Let me share.
so you can paste this code on the Google Colab and execute it.
So you will get the output of the variable like using print. So print is a predefined function. So we will go to what is function later on, but you just treat it as like print is already defined block which has some specific meaning. So whatever we are writing in this particular block, so it will print it on the console. Okay. So see name. So we have written name. So print in print function, we have passed the string, double quotes, name, then we have given the space, then colon, then comma, the name of the variable that we want to display or the print, okay, on the console screen. So this is how you can like print all the variables.
So there's a question in the chat box.
Yeah. So what does type refers to? Okay. So type means that in programming context, type means that how much memory the variable will be allocated. Like if I have assigned a string type variable, okay, so how much memory the compiler or the interpreter will assign to that particular variable. Like if I have integer variable, so it means that how much like in case of like C++ languages, so if I have mentioned integer type variable, so they will allocate, their compiler will allocate 2 bytes or 4 bytes of memory, depending upon the uh, what is the version of the compiler. Okay. And float means 4 bytes or 8 bytes of memory. Okay. So there is a data type char also. So character means 1 byte of memory is allocated for the variable to store the data. I hope everybody understood that what is byte or bit.
Additionally, yes, additionally, if I can interrupt Dr. Aman, we can say that type talks about different types of, I mean, what kind of data you can store. So if it is text, we take string as type, and
Yeah.
if it is
Yeah.
decimal, because some are school students, so I wanted to make it a little
Yeah.
simple. If it is
Yeah.
decimal, we take float, and if it is numeric number, we take int, and if it is a single character, we take char, and if it is 0 or 1 only, then we take bool. So this has been mentioned.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. So now, like Python is a loosely typed language. So here we are not mentioning the data type along with the variable creation. Now, but we can check the type of the variable. So how we can check the type of the variable? We can just use this function type and we can place whatever the variable type we want to check. Okay. So like I want to check that what is the type of this name variable. Okay. So I can print type of name variable. I can print type of age variable, I can print type of height, print type of is student. So here see Python. Python treats each variable as a class variable. So I'm not going into details what is class over here, but you can simply see it is str means name is a string class object, age is a integer class object, and height is a float class object. Means it has mentioned it has given you that what is the type of the variable that we have declared earlier. I hope everybody is clear with this. Is it clear to everybody? Any doubt? Okay, so I'm moving ahead. So there's a concept with variables that is known as type conversion. So type conversion means I can convert a variable of one type to another type. Okay. For example, I have a variable x is equal to, see here in double quotes, I have mentioned 25. So it will not be treated as a integer variable. Why? Because I have used quotes with it, double quotes. So it will be treated as a string variable. Okay. Then y is equal to int x. So I'm explicitly enforcing. So int here is enforcing that x should be converted into integer type variable, but x is actually string type variable. So explicitly you can mention that I want to convert this variable into this variable. Okay, so convert it into int. Even you can explicitly convert it into float also. So float x. So print original. So see here we are printing the original value along with the type changed value. Okay. So x will give you the original value, y will give you the integer value, float will give you the z will give you the float value. So you can execute this and you will see this, you will get output like this. So these two values are same. Are these two values same? X and y. So here they seems to be same, but here 25 is a string variable or string value. But here 25 is a integer value. It is not a string value. Means if I say w is equal to x plus 20, and if I print w, and if I run it again, so I will get an error. Why? We cannot concatenate string to a, we can concatenate string to a string. So this x is a string. We cannot add string to a integer value. But if I write instead of x, I write y. So you will get the output as 45. Is it clear to everybody? What is the significance of
Sir,
string?
in the chat box, they are asking a few questions, one or two. What is the meaning of string? And if you can just, and sir,
Yes.
they are requesting to you to be little more louder if you can.
Okay. Hello. I hope with this example, everybody is able to understand the significance of string variable and an integer variable. Any other doubt?
String is combination of characters.
Yeah.
Like R is a character, RAJNI together is a string.
Okay, so there's a small exercise for all of you. So you can like create variables to store your own details. Just create a variable for your name. You can create a variable for your class, grade, your favorite subject, and print them all using a simple print statement. Just try it and paste your code in the Meet.
Sir, if you can just answer the queries in the chat box.
Yeah. So we cannot add a this is a basic mathematic uh, rule that we can add integer to a whole number or a decimal number, integer to integer, integer to, but we cannot add a character to a integer unless we convert the character into integer value. We cannot perform this particular operation. So how can we add a string to a integer variable? Okay, and erase my data. You can simply delete the cell also from here and then create, or otherwise you can copy this, like you can select all this code and you can press backspace. How to download Python workshop in our mobile phone. So see, there are compatibility issues with the mobile phone. I suggest everybody should like use laptop for running all these things. There might be compatibility issues. I'm trying to copy and run the program, but not able to get the output in the Colab. So are you running the scripts? Like if from here you have to run, you can copy it. Maybe you are copying in the text cell. You have to add the code in the code cell and then execute this. Okay. So this exercise you can do by this. Like you can create a variable name, my underscore name or any other name, variable name you want to give. And you can simply write in a string to your name, Raman. Okay. So my class, you can write anything in this. Is this collab sheet visible to everybody? Hello?
It's visible, sir.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. Then you can mention the favorite subject, anything you want to mention. You can just run the statement you will get. So now here you can see, so this in Python, we have a concept formatted string. Formatted string means along with the string, you can mention the variable also. So F here is for formatted string. So if along with the string, before string, you are mentioning F, it means this string is not a normal string, it is a formatted string, means it may contain variables also. So when string will be printed, this variable will be replaced with its actual value. So my name is, so for mentioning the variable, you have to mention the variable name in curly braces. My name is, so here variable in curly braces, comma, I am in class of So this print statement is a in this print statement we have used formatted string. Formatted string means so this string is not a normal string. Along with string, it has some variable in it. Now, how to use formatted string? So if we are mentioning f in front of a string, so it means it is a formatted string. Then we can have a variable inside a string using curly braces. So whatever variable name you want to mention or you want to use in the string, you can place that particular variable in a curly braces. So here my name is, this means when this string will be printed on the console screen, this variable will be replaced with its actual value. Okay. So here's the, my name is Aman. So I have placed this value in a variable. So it is replaced. My name is Aman and I'm in class. So here variable class, my class, and I love this subject. So these three variables are being replaced with its actual value. Is it clear to everybody that what is formatted string?
We are getting few thumbs up, sir.
Yeah, F. So Dipanshu, F here means that string is a special string. It is not a normal string. It is a formatted string. It will be having some variables in it, and that variable has to be replaced with its actual value. Okay. Now moving ahead, so this is all about variables in Python. So now we are moving ahead to operators. Okay. Now what is operator? So operator means like we have now variables. So we have something to store. So we have a concept of variables to store some data. Now we want to perform certain operations on that particular data. For that very purpose, we can use operators. So there are different categories of hello.
Before operators, there's a one question again. That
Yes.
why is F used? What is the use of F? So in the print
So
statement.
F F means formatted string. So F here we are explicitly mentioning that this string is a special string. This is not a regular string. So it has certain variables which need to be replaced with its actual value.
Something like, sir, if you can say like this, that I am, then the variable name will
Yes.
come. So if the variable
Okay.
name is Rajni, it will be replaced by I am Rajni, and if the
Yeah.
variable name is Aman, it will be replaced
Yeah.
by I am Aman. So with the same sentence, you can give multiple outputs just by
Yes.
changing the variable value. Correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So they are,
Okay.
yes, sir, operators.
So there are different types of operators that are available in Python. So we have simple arithmetic operators. So arithmetic operators like whatever the arithmetic operations we perform in mathematics, like addition, okay, multiplication, division. Okay. So there's floor division. So we will understand what is floor division. So then there is the modulus operator, like for having the remainder. So if x modulus y, if we are writing this, so it means we it will give us the remainder of this particular operation. So x double star y, it means so we want power x to the power of y. So this is a power operator. Okay. Then we have comparison operators. Comparison means we want to compare between two different variables, which variable is less, which variable is greater, which the variable is equal to, not equal to. So this double equal to, so like along with the variable we have used single equal to. Okay, so that single equal to is assignment operator, means we are assigning a value to a variable. And double to, if there is a double equal to, it means it is a comparison operator. So we are comparing two variables. So whenever we are comparing two variables, we will be using double equal to. But if we want to place certain value in a variable, then we can use single equal to. Okay, so this not equal to, if we want to uh, check that a variable a not equal to variable b, we can use this particular less than, greater than, all this. Then logical operators. So if a greater than b, a greater than 0 and b less than 0. So and this is logical. So means these two statements need to be true, then only it will give overall true. If the any of these two statements is not true, then it will not give the output as true. So we have three operators: logical, illogical, and not, or. Okay. Then assignment operator. Assignment operator we have already discussed. Equal to is the assignment operator. So there are other assignment operators also in Python. Plus, equal to, minus, equal to, star, equal to. We will be using all one by one. Then we have identity operator. Identity means we want to check if A is B or something like that. We want to check the identity of a particular variable. Then we can use is operator or is not. Okay, like if I have mentioned variable A and now I have renamed it as B, so I can later on check it whether A and B are same variable or they are pointing to same um, memory location or not. So I can check it with the help of identity operator. Then membership operator. So this membership operator is basically used in data structures like list, tuples, and dictionaries. We will be like discussing. And then we will be using like this particular variable, or if particular data is in, like this cat is a string, this is a bigger string. I am querying that that this smaller string is a part of this bigger string or not. So using this simple operator in, I can check whether it is a part or membership operator we can use.
Sir, there is a
Now,
question by
yeah,
Tabashi Me Burman. She, what is the difference between A equal to B and A is B?
A equal to B means A and B can be two different variables. Okay, so they can have a different memory location. We are just checking the value of A and B, whether their value is same or not. A is B means we are checking that memory location is also same or not. Is it okay? Like if somebody says like my name is Aman, so my name, if somebody there is somebody else whose name is Aman, so that is okay. I am checking whether they both have same name. Or if I am checking this, if I have a name like uh, everybody has uh, a home name also. तो घर पे मेरा नाम कुछ और है, तो प्रोफेशनली मेरा नाम कुछ और है. So वो, but they are referring to the same person. Okay. So let's execute the code of the operators. So let's see. So we have mentioned a variable A is equal to 17, B is equal to 5. Okay, so two variables we have declared. So can anybody tell me what is the type of A and B by looking at the placement that the value that we are placing in A and B? What is the type of A and B?
Answer, they are writing end,
Yeah.
integer.
So this is integer type variable. These are okay. So like we want to perform addition, so we can use this plus operator with these two integer variables. So a plus b. If we want to have subtraction, a minus b, multiplication, a multiply a star b. So star here is for multiplication. Division a, so this symbol, okay. So what is this? This is forward slash, okay. B. Floor division, okay. Modulus operator. So modulus operator gives you remainder, okay. Exponent, a to the power of 2. So whatever the value of a, 17 to the power 2 means you will get 17 into 17, that is 289 as well. So this will be the output. So all of you please execute this code for arithmetic operators. So all these operators are arithmetic operators. I hope everybody is clear with this.
Yes, sir. We have a lot of yes.
Okay. So next, moving to comparison and logical operators. So like I have placed value x equal to 10, y is equal to 20. Okay. Now we are comparing these two variables. X equal to y means the value of x and y are equal. Okay. We are comparing it. So the output will be false. Why? Because these two values are different. Then less than, x is less than y. So 10 is less than 20. This is true. So output will be true. X not equal to y. Okay. So 10 not equal to 20. So this will be also true. Okay. Now we are using logical operators. So these are comparison operators. So now logical operators and, or, not. So what we are using it like x less than y and y greater than 15. Okay. So x is less than y. So this is true. Okay. And y greater than 15. Y is greater than 15. 20 is greater than 15. So this is also true. If both the statements are true and there is in between and, means and will give all true only if both the statements are true. If any one of the statement is false, it will give false. Okay. Then in OR, we can have at least one true statement. So even if this is true and this is false, it will give output as true. Okay. So in this x greater than y, so x is greater than y, this is false. Y greater than 15, 20 greater than 15, this is true. So that is why the overall statement is true. Okay. Then not. So x equal to y. So x equal to y, this is, so this statement is false. So not of this statement will be, not of false will be true. Okay, so that is why we are getting true. Is it clear to everybody? Arithmetic operators, comparison operator, logical operator, how to use them in between the code? Okay, so this is a simple exercise for you. So given marks equal to 87, calculate, is the student pass? What is the percentage of out of 100? And is the score greater than 80 and less than 90? So write the code for this and share your code in the chat box.
In the meantime, if anyone wants to ask any question, you can ask in chat box, or if otherwise also if you want to unmute. Okay, we'll unmute you. Just a minute.
Ma'am, one by one, please. I mean, those who write the message.
Yeah, Python is case sensitive. Yes.
So my question is, if we write print in bracket x less than y and y greater than 15, something like that, uh, inside you have written hashtag true or hashtag false. Is it mandatory to write all the time, or
So this
without writing it,
see,
it will understand where we are comparing?
see this hash, whatever the statement you are writing after hash. So these statements are not code statements. These are just for the comments. Whatever the extra comments we want to add along with the code. So these are not being executed. So these are not executable statements. These are just comments for our like our own understanding only.
Means it is not for the machine or for the interface. It is for other who
No.
will read my code. But
Yeah.
the second question is, if I don't write this and I write only print x or some command less than y or greater than something, but, will it understand that it has to answer in
Yeah,
true or
yeah, yeah.
false?
There's no problem. This is for better readability. If somebody else will be using my code, so he or she will be able to understand it.
Okay, the style of writing will make the machine understand that what we are saying it.
This particular these statements are for
So,
us.
so my question is
We
not
will,
this. I understood that this is not the command. Okay.
yeah,
But I am asking, irrespective of this hashtag something, I'm asking the command that we are writing print bracket x less than y. Is this the style of writing that makes the machine understand that we are trying to compare and we are not trying to printing it and other thing?
yeah, yeah. You have not mentioned double quotes here. See, if you have mentioned
Right.
double quotes here, it means this is a string statement. We just want to print it, this statement. But
Okay, sir.
here, if we are not using double quotes, it means it will process these statements.
I
It
mean,
will
it
not
will
take it
take
as a,
it logically and analyze it.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
thank you, sir. Thank you,
yeah.
sir.
Okay.
So I have another question.
Yes.
Uh, is equals to and one equals to the same?
No, they are not same. Unequal to is for comparison, like we want to compare two variables, and single equal to is for assignment. Like I want to put some value in a variable or assign some value in a variable, then we are using single equal to. But we want when we want to compare it, we want to compare two variables, then we will be using double equal. Is it clear?
Okay, clear.
Okay. Okay. So moving ahead, ma'am, do we have some time?
Yes, sir. Yes, we
Because
can.
it's already three, but
Yes.
we
So
are still pending with.
conditions. We can take 10 minutes more and then we can wind up for tomorrow.
Otherwise, I will take 10-20 minutes tomorrow also for the discussion of this particular sheet.
Sir, someone has mentioned the codes, what you had asked, no, in the chat box.
Uh, they have processed the code and they are saying it is running. So that's very nice that students are able to run that.
Yeah, like
So I have
it,
made the code and the result that came is true.
true for what, Bacha?
Because it is comparison, so it says if it is both are same, if both the variables are same, it will say true.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir. The same has come in mind. I have give the code print in the print bracket 87 is greater than 35, and and the result that came it is true.
Yeah, like here, so this will be the code. So percentage is equal to marks into um, marks divided by 100 into 100. And int range, for that we can check that our marks are greater than equal to 80 and less than equal to 90. Okay, see, so this will be the output. So for the first, we have just checked marks greater than 35, which is true. Percentage we have calculated like marks divided by 100. So whatever the marks the student got divided by total number of marks into 100 for the percentage. And for range, we are checking it in between 80 and 90. We have used less than and equal to and greater than equal to operators, and it is giving you true. The marks are 87. That is why it is in between 80 and 90. It is true. Is it okay? So we are just covering this particular module before leaving. Okay. So conditional statements. So condition means like once we have some data, we are now using some operators to perform certain operations on the data. So next thing is we want to make certain rules and we want to have something so that we can make rules out of that particular data. So for rules, we need to check certain conditions also. So for condition checking, we have if, else, and else if. So these are the three statements which are used for condition checking. Now see, if I have a variable score, so here, see, if I want to take input from the user, okay, now whatever input value we have given to the variable, it is a static value. Static value means, so we have manually entered the value and that is stored in the variable. But during the execution of the program, if we want to give input to the variable, then we need to use a function. Like print is a function for printing on the screen. Input is a function to getting the input from the screen, from the console. Okay, so here input and whatever string you want to mention along while taking the input value, you can write it over here. Now by default, whatever value you are writing on the console while getting the input, your console will treat that particular value as a string value. Now, if you want to convert that string value into a other data type, you have to explicitly type convert. Type conversion we have already discussed. We have to explicitly convert into another type. Okay, so here we have explicitly by default this input function is like getting value as a string, so it will convert it into integer. So we want an integer variable. Okay, so this is statement. So once we will execute this code, you will understand it better. Now see this how if else statement is used. So if is a keyword. So this is a keyword means this is pre-defined statement in Python. Okay, so along with the if, you can write any condition that you want to check. If score greater than equal to 90, then we have a colon. Okay, now this is the if block. So this complete block is a if block. So whenever we have a conditional block, we need to give indentation. Why? We need to mention that the following statements. The other statements are the part of this particular conditional statement. They are inside this conditional statement. For that, we have to mention or we have to give the indentation. So always indent the body of if, else if or else block. Missing indentation will give you the error. Okay. Otherwise, it will if you are not giving indentation, like if there is no indentation, so it will not treat this grade is equal to a plus as a part or as a body of this conditional block, if block. Is it clear to everybody? So now let's see how to execute this. See, marks here we have given as a static, marks is equal to 75. We can have even input function. So int input. Now see, here you have mentioned along with the input function that whatever the string you want to print while taking the input from the console. So similarly, you can write here any string like enter the marks. Now if I execute this code, so it will ask me, it will display this string and it will ask me for the input. So if I give input as 87, now enter, so marks 87, grade A. So if marks are greater than equal to 90, A plus, if else if, so if, then we have a else if block. So else if block means if along with this particular condition you want to check other conditions also, subsequent conditions also, so that will be checked with the help of else if statement. So this is also keyword. This is also predefined word in the Python. Okay. If, else if, then last, for else you need not to give any condition. So if your all these conditions are not satisfied or fulfilled, then this block will execute. So here we don't have any condition. Means apart from this, whatever is left is a part of this particular block. So hence here your value is 87. We have given 87 as the input value, but it falls under this condition. So that is why it is grade.
So there are a few questions. If you can take it, like what is the difference between elif and else and if, and what is the importance of indentation, and if we want to go out of the if or else block, then should we miss the indentation? That's what they are saying.
Yeah. Like if there's only one condition, so you can just use if statement. But if there are multiple conditions that you want to check on a same variable, so then you can add on else if with else if block or else if statement. Okay. And else is last block, means if nothing works, so you can just execute this block. If previous conditions or previous blocks are not satisfied, okay, then you can just execute this particular block. You can skip all these else if block. You can even have simple if and else block also. Okay. And what is the significance of indentation? Indentation helps you to give instructions to the interpreter that this particular statement is a part of this conditional block. So that it is under this. It is not an independent statement. It is under this particular block. If so, you will switch to this particular statement only if this condition is true. If this condition is not true, you will not execute or interpreter will not execute this statement. See, we have entered marks as 87. The interpreter must have checked this condition if 87 greater than 90. So this is false. It has not executed this statement, grade is equal to A plus. It's simply switched to else if block to check the another statement because the previous statement is false. Now 87 greater than 75, it again checked the condition. The condition is true. Then it's jumped to the next statement, immediate next statement in this particular conditional block. So that is why it printed grade A. The other statement in between the conditional statements are not being printed. Why? Because the condition is not satisfied. Is it clear? How to write a nested if block? Yeah. So nested means if inside a if I want to write some if statement, if marks greater than, if any other condition I want to. So same with indentation only, I can write condition over here, quotes, okay. So condition, whatever condition I want to write, okay, then quotes, then in between this particular if, after this I need to give the indentation and the code will come over here. Is it clear? Everybody? Is it clear to everybody? Okay. Now we have executed this particular statement. Now let's see this. So enter a number. So any number we are entering 34. So this code is simply checking whether a number is even or odd number, plus it is positive or negative. Okay. So if num modulus 2 means it will give the remainder. So number will be even if its remainder with 2 is 0. If its remainder is not 0, then it is not a even number. Okay. So firstly, we are checking this. Then we are checking whether a number is less than 0 or greater than 0 for the negative. So based on these conditions, we are executing the code and we are getting the answer. So you can just try this statement also. Okay. So next you have an exercise based on this conditional statements. So take a person's age as the input, print child if age less than 13, print teenager if age is between 13 to 17, adult if age is 18 to 59, and senior if age is greater than 60. So you can please try this question and paste the output in the chat.
Please see the response. Write your codes in the chat box. And you all are unmuted. If anyone wants to ask anything, you can ask.
If we want to take two separate inputs from the user and work on them, suppose we want to add them, then sir, how can we distinguish between the two inputs from the user? You can simply have two different variables. Okay. And for variable like num here you have used, you can use any other variable like num2, and you can simply copy this code. Okay, so now you will be having two variables like 34, another variable 45, but we have processed only for the variable one. Is it clear?
So the answer to your question, the code has been given by Anshuman Das. If you can answer whether it is correct or not.
Hello,
Now it is better.
am I audible now?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So there's a question by Anshuman Das. So he has not, it's not a question actually, it's a response to the question which you have given.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Like this, you can use two different variables or any number of variables. I think, ma'am, we can have a little early session tomorrow. Like we can start 1:30 tomorrow, so that I can cover this Python sheet.
Yeah, we can, we will update the timings to, of tomorrow on WhatsApp.
Okay, ma'am.
Maybe we can start by 1:45 if all of them agree to join.
Yeah, so because there are other modules, like basic modules, that I need to cover before switching to machine learning.
We can join at 1:30 also.
Okay. So 1:30, is it okay for everyone? Please write. Okay. So 1:30 we can take it, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So should I wind up this session here, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is all for today's session. So anybody having any doubt, you can ask me. Even later, like you have any doubt, you can post on the WhatsApp group also.
So, sir, they were asking about the PPT. So we will share this much part of the PPT with them on the WhatsApp so that they can practice. And
Yes, ma'am. Let me share it now.
yeah, on the WhatsApp they're asking for. So post it. You can post it on the WhatsApp group. And regarding attendance, attendance has been crawled through the Gmeet. So your attendance has been recorded. So don't worry about the attendance. And regarding the feedback link, tomorrow it will be shared after the completion of the workshop. Attendance is already recorded. So if there is still any query, you can just drop it on the WhatsApp group. You can practice with whatever you have learned today. And a special mention to Jaita Basu. She has been very active and asked a lot of questions and uh, uh, Kongora Sai, lot of people, Jaya Singh. So thank you, sir. You have pulled the workshop very well. Students were able to connect with you and they are able to code it. That's a good achievement, at least for today. And let's come together tomorrow for the next section, which will be covering few more topics on Python, and then we'll move to a little bit introduction of machine learning. Machine learning is quite a depth, so we'll just give an introduction of machine learning. So thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
If you we get you all can join the future sessions also, which will help you build up on this knowledge. So all thank you, sir, for such a wonderful informative session for today, and hope all of you all learn and join tomorrow as well.
Tomorrow at 1:30. Thank you.